Morning, my name's Andre. I'm going to read from Psalm 1. Blessed is the man who walks in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither. In all that he does, he prospers. The wicked are not so, but are like chaff that the wind drives away. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. This is the word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God. Amen. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, team. Brilliant job. Loved it. I didn't even tell a joke. That's great. Okay. If you've got your Bibles, please turn to Revelation 17. And thank you, guys. Just want to sort myself out here. So if you missed the message last week, Mother's Day, we had a lovely time. It was great to celebrate the mums, but also a few of you may not have been here to get your free gift, which are these chain links. If you come to me and say, I listened to the message, I'd like one of the chain links you mentioned, then we will happily give them to you. We've got them in very unceremoniously in a Ziploc bag at the front, but I'll leave a few here as well. If you didn't take one last week, then please do. But it'd be great for you to listen to the message as to what the significance of those are. I know some of the dads were in the nursery and the kids last week, so have a listen to the message. It's online, and we'd love to bless you with a very expensive chain link donated by our friend Darren Mullaney. Okay, we're really in the kind of back end of our series now in Revelation. And I just want to say thank you. I must admit, when I started to contemplate this series, I did so with some trepidation because I knew that you're stepping into a very emotive book, often confusing and misjudged book in the Bible. And as we've worked our way through, I have to say you've been incredibly encouraging, your emails and texts. And even this morning, several of you just making your point of coming over and saying thank you. It does mean a lot because I feel like the Lord is speaking through this series, certainly speaking to me. And be assured, whatever I share with you on a Sunday morning has been something I've been wrestling with all week. And Revelation has definitely been that for me. I found it very convicting, and I'm grateful for the book now in a way that I haven't been before. I want to start by saying this, though, and by way of confession. This may be strange to you to hear a pastor say this, unless you've been a Christian a fair amount of time, and it is this. I think Christianity is hard. I think it's really, really difficult. I remember a youth pastor telling me when I was 13 how great Christianity is, and it just gave me this impression that it was just going to be so easy and lovely, and it's not. It's really, really hard. I've always found it hard. And the more I read my Bible, the more I realize that actually that's exactly the way it is. It's hard. And it's hard in here, in myself, in my heart, in my mind. It's hard out there in the culture that we live in, the way that our culture seems to be oriented. It's hard bringing kids up. We're at the back end of that as well. All our kids now are young adults, and so we've been through the littley stage. And so this is why it's lovely to kind of to see so many families, so many babies. It's wonderful, but it's difficult. I'm actually grateful that we had the privilege of raising our kids at that stage and through high school when we did, which is only like 5 or so years ago, because I think it's just getting harder. Christianity is hard. It's hard at work. It's hard in our culture. It's hard when you pick up your phone to resist stuff. And I'm not just talking to the guys who are, that we immediately think of when we think about imagery on the internet that draws us away. I'm talking about all the temptations that the internet and our phones provide to us, not just those classic ones we think of. And then I read Romans chapter 7, one of my favorite books in the Bible for sure. And the two, Romans 7 and 8, is just this amazing confession almost by Paul, and then so what do I do about this in chapter 8 when it talks about life in the Spirit. And I wanted to read you just a verse from the Message, because I really resonate with this. And I think if you've been a Christian for any length of time, you will as well. Because I think you would agree, Christianity is difficult. It's difficult being a Christian. It always has been, it always will be. This is what Paul said, as paraphrased by the amazing Eugene Peterson, the Bible scholar. He said this: "The moment I decide to do good, sin is there to trip me up. I truly delight in God's commands, but it's pretty obvious that not all of me joins in that delight. Parts of me covertly rebel." I think that's really powerful. And just when I least expect it, they take charge. So the things I don't want to do, I do. The things that I do, I don't want to do. Christianity is hard. This never-ending pull towards habits that we know are sinful, and that we get into cycles of sin. And so we do whatever it is. We think, we say, we act. We've got habit. And then we feel bad about it. And sin, and then shame and guilt come in. And then we go, well, what's the point? Because if this is who I am anyway. And then you get into this cycle of sin, shame, and guilt. And it's hard. It does us harm. And right at the beginning of Revelation, Jesus was really, really stern with the churches, the seven churches. It seems ages ago since we studied this, but the overriding thing was, look, don't be complacent. You have an enemy. This enemy is seeking to draw you to places where you, as Christians, don't belong. That remember your first love, is what Jesus said. He said, go back to that which you know first. He warned the church, he warned us about the danger of compromise and drift, to resist this seductive pull that we have from the kingdom of the enemy around us. And then we stepped into Revelation 6 through to really this week of this constant reminder of the sin, the judgment, the wrath. And it was heavy, it was thick, it was difficult to work through. And we're coming out of this now, and we're moving into the really focusing on the Jesus wins section of Revelation. It's exciting. And this passage, this Revelation chapter 17 to 19, shows us that Satan is so smart when it comes to Christians, because he doesn't hit us head on. Doesn't come at us in ways that we expect, which is why this is kind of powerful. Covertly rebel. He knows that he seems to attach himself to subtle and seemingly harmless ways to draw us away to do those things that we know we're not meant to be doing, or think in ways that we're not meant to think. And this is a tension that we all feel. It's a tension I feel, and maybe you feel it as well. It's kind of apt that we had a giggle at Curtis this morning, dressed up as somebody who goes fishing. And I used to do a lot of fishing. I haven't done so much in the last few years, although I did go bass fishing a couple of summers ago. Loved it. I love all types of fishing, sea fishing. I like fly fishing. I like float fishing. I got into bass fishing, which is a whole new thing. And the thing that you learn about fishing, first of all, it's not called catching. It's called fishing. Because my wife looks at me and goes, "Did you catch anything?" It's not the point, love. Is it not? No, it's not. It's about nature. It's about being by myself, not listening to people criticize me about not catching fish. It's called fishing. It's wonderful. But you sit on the edge of the bank or in the boat or floating around or whatever it is that you might be, and you set the hook. You think about the bait. You got to think like a fish thinks. That for me is not that difficult, because I'm probably about on that level. Certainly have the attention span of a fish. So how does a fish think? How do they react? What do they think about? And some fish react to like the bait for a bass would be the classic worm type thing on a hook that jigs up and down, and it gets attracted to that. You set the hook. You present the bait. And you do it very specifically, knowing the person or the fish that you are trying to catch. And Satan does exactly the same. He baits the hook that works for you, that might not work for the person next to you. So we have to be careful not to judge. Some of us are extremely attracted to possessions. Some of us are really attracted to success. It's not about the money or the possessions, it's about the win. Some of us are attracted to relationships, sex, ambition, degrees, people going, wow, you're amazing, looks. The bait is set specifically. Sometimes there's a combination of them all, and we get caught, and Satan's really clever. Comfort is offered, peace is offered, joy is offered. Come over here. It's safer over here. It's better over here. You're a Christian? That's great. But have you thought about this? Have you looked at this? Have you listened to this? Purpose, love, forgiveness, all offered. And in Revelation 17 to 18, we're given a visual, a very vivid visual of what this is like. What this life of seduction is like. Why it is that Christianity is hard. Why is it that we get drawn away. And it's done in a very kind of vivid, in-your-face, shocking way. In Revelation 17, which is why I'm very grateful we didn't preach on it on Mother's Day. It's all based on the harlot, the whore, the prostitute of Babylon. Let's read it. Then one of the 7 angels who had the 7 bowls came and said to me, come, I will show you the judgment of the great prostitute who was sealed on many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed sexual immorality, and with the wine of whose sexual immorality the dwellers on earth have become drunk. And he carried me, this is John, the Apostle John, away in the Spirit into a wilderness. And I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was full of blasphemous names. And it had 7 heads and 10 horns. The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet and adorned with gold and jewels and pearls, holding in her hand a golden cup of abominations and the impurities of her sexual immorality. And on her forehead was written a name of mystery, Babylon the Great, mother of prostitutes and of earth's abominations. And that's from Revelation 17, verse 1 through to 5. Wow. And if you carry on reading through these 2 passages, it's basically further description of this woman, this incredibly beautiful, as we're going to see, woman, this prostitute, and then the response of Jesus and the response of God to this woman in Revelation chapter 18. But what's very interesting and what's very significant is that she is called Babylon the Great. Babylon. Where does this name Babylon, the city of Babylon, come from? You've got to go all the way back to Genesis chapter 11 for this, and you know probably the story of the Tower of Babel, where mankind got together and they started building the tower, and really it was like, we can do anything we want to do. And God actually recognizes they can do anything they set their mind to is God's response. But in Genesis 11 verse 4 it says, come, this is the people and nation, let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens, and let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be dispersed over the face of the whole earth. Why did they build themselves a city and a tower? This is still something we do. I read, I don't know if this is going to happen or not, that apparently Vancouver is set to have the largest tower in the world built in the next 2 weeks. I don't know, next decade. There's something in us that wants to build something to where the heavens. If you've been to Europe and you go around the cathedrals literally stretch into heaven. It's very symbolic. We like tall things. And there's something about a tower or a skyscraper that makes you feel very small looking up at it. And also there's something about, look at me, to those who build it. Why do we do it? Let's make a name for ourselves. So right at the beginning in Genesis 11, there's this rebellious view. Let's make it about ourselves. Let's build something for me. Let's focus on me. And you can go back to Genesis chapter 3 and you can see the root of this is where Satan comes to Adam and Eve and is tempted. You don't need God. There's a better narrative. Yes, he's designed life in such a way where you will get joy, and he doesn't say this, but you will get joy and peace and fulfillment. But there's a better story. Let your own story. Let's build something for you. So the Tower of Babel is built, and Babylon that becomes synonymous as a place of pleasure-seeking and self-gratification and an idol of themselves. And so through the Old Testament, Babylon is attached to numerous places. Nineveh is Babylon. Then you've got Tyre is Babylon, and then Persia and Greece, and now Rome. Because if you read this passage, there's the number 7, and so the people listening to it would know immediately 7 is Rome, because Rome was surrounded by the 7 mountains. So Babylon now is synonymous with the place that they live, because Babylon represents rebellion to God, a promise to a better way that seduces us towards the belief we don't need God. Let me say all that again. Babylon represents rebellion to God. Let's build ourselves. A promise of a better way that seduces us towards the belief that you don't need God. It's the, come on over here. You don't need that. It's the bait. The bait perfectly designed for you. There's a better way. Look over here. What you're looking for is with me. And so that is why in this vision that John has in Revelation 17, that Babylon the Great is a prostitute. And you only need to read the description of this lady to know that she's remarkable to look at. We're not talking about some old haggard lady. The classic kind of viewpoint we have of somebody who's working the streets, if you will. This is a beautiful, attractive, appealing, seductive woman. And her reach, her seduction is far-reaching. You can see that because in the passage in verses 1 to 2, look who it is, seated on many waters, with whom the kings of the earth, the dwellers on earth, are all attracted towards Babylon, attracted to this woman. Her seduction is far-reaching. Leaders and followers seduced into the promises that this prostitute is presenting. There's beauty over here. There's riches over here. There's influence over here. There's possessions over here. There's freedom. The ultimate God, by the way, of our culture is freedom. Free from all restraints, that I can be whoever I want to do, with whom that I want to do it, whatever it might be. Complete freedom. And the prostitute, the Babylon, the mother, goes, yeah, you're going to find all that with me. And notice as you read this passage, this warning that John is given to the church. This is not a warning to people who are outside of Christ. This is a warning, friends, to you and me. This is a present and real danger that we are constantly seduced, constantly drawn away, constantly in danger of drifting. And so are our kids. Parents, we need to understand the ways of the enemy. It's never on straightforward, clear, and obvious. Sometimes it is, because the voices that these leaders give us in our culture, and our culture is filled with voices in any myriad of different ways. Come follow me. Just think about social media. It's a voice. Oh, so now Pastor Glen is slamming social media again. No, I'm not. I'm just talking about the fact that it is a voice. Come this way. Be this way. Look this way. Do this thing. And you'll find all of everything that you want and ever wanted in life. How can it be wrong if it makes you feel so good and right? And we get drunk on our own ideas. So if you're feeling low, have a look at some of these images. You'll get a shot of dopamine, and it'll make you feel better. You're feeling lonely? Well, swipe right. We'll find you someone. You're feeling bored? Well, let's go shopping. Let's fill that car up. Let's spend lots of money, and you will feel better about yourself. Feeling unattractive? Well, let's find somebody to have sex with. You're feeling overlooked? Well, let's step on someone at work to get ahead. Any of these are not peculiar to people who do not know Jesus. Every one of these is a real seductive pull from the enemy to Christians. And the apparent awards, we're told, in Revelation 18, the merchants of the earth grew rich from her excessive luxuries, gained their wealth, and became rich from transporting her wealth. There is everything that you want is the cry. Just come over here. It's better over here. The ultimate good life is found over here. Christian, you don't need to discipline yourself. You don't need to do those things that the New Testament say you should. You don't need to read the Sermon on the Mount and actually apply it. You can get everything that you want. Actually, you become a better Christian, more attractive to others, if you become like them. Because I think the Bible says something like that. To the Jew, I become a Jew. To the Gentiles, I become a Gentile. So therefore, live like them. And you become more attractive to them. These are all things that we all struggle with, which is why Christianity is hard. And oh, by the way, the Whore of Babylon says nobody is going to hate you like they hate you if you come on my side. If you follow me, the world won't hate you. The world will admire you. It's tiring being hated. It's tiring being set aside. It's tiring not being invited to things because people don't want you to come because you're a Christian. It's tiring being that student at university that isn't invited and doesn't get involved in all that because, well, you're a bit strange. Well, Christianity is hard and it is strange. Come over here. You see, we live in a culture that has accelerated away from Christian ideals. Dismissing belief in Jesus is irrelevant naivety and is dangerous and bigoted. How can we as Christians say that Jesus is Lord of all to someone who believes no one is Lord over them? I'm fully free. And as a result of this, Christians more than ever, as we've seen in more and more recent research, that Barna would say Christianity is seen as irrelevant and extreme. That Christians used to be in the majority. Our laws are based on the Ten Commandments. Our whole justice system, our education, our social welfare system, our health system, all based on Christian values. Because Christians started them. Christianity used to be a majority, leading and well thought of. And just imagine this, those of you who got little ones, be careful what you wish for, that when they come to you, if you were like 100 years ago, or maybe even 50 years ago, 50 years maybe not so much, but if your little one comes to you and they're 17 and they say, hey, I want to be a doctor, you'd be like, yes, oh, it's going to be great. Going to be a lawyer, kind of yes. It's going to be great. 50 years or so more, I want to be a minister. Yes. That's how it used to be. You know that, right? Doctor, lawyer, minister. Now where are we? He says, being a minister. Your child comes to you and goes, I want to become a pastor. Let's be honest. It's not a yes. It's a have you got a backup plan? And I actually recommend a backup plan, I've got to say. So I actually have certain thoughts about when people should become pastors and stuff, but it's good to have a backup plan. So now we're a minority on the edge and we're looked down upon. And also, Christianity has moved from being respected to disrespected. We used to have the moral high ground. Now we've got the moral low ground because of the way that we want to apply the Bible to our everyday life. So what does the Whore of Babylon say? She says, come over here, live this way. It's way, way better over here. The warm water is awesome. I will keep you safe. I will give you peace. I will provide. I will do everything that Jesus doesn't seem to be giving you right now. I will give it you right now. It's the age-old lie that we see in Genesis chapter 1, and she's amazingly good looking. How do we know this? Who's this speaking? John, chapter 17, verse 6. Even John, who has just spent however long in the darkest, deepest, horror-filled visions of sin and evil, is kind of attracted to the epitome of it, riding on a horse. Why? Because she's good looking. Can I just tell you, Christians, don't be naive enough to think that people are not having a good time who don't know Jesus. They're having a great time down a very wide road going to a destructive end. Looks good. John is literally coming off the back of having visions of Jesus. And he is still drawn in. Because, I've asked for this. I've said, Lord, can you just show me yourself? Like, just appear in my front room just for a few seconds. And that's all I need. My life would be changed. John has had visions of Jesus over and over and over. He's leant on the chest of Jesus. He's the disciple that Jesus loved. He's the one. He was in the inner of the inner circle. He's mates with Jesus, and yet he is still attracted, because this tells me something really, really important, that no one is safe. No one is above being tempted by Babylon. Because it's in the air that we breathe in our city. She's active right now. And then the angel sees John's eyes and says this, why are you marveling? Pretty sure deep in the Greek there, idiot. Moron would actually be biblical, moros. It's actually a biblical word. Why? I just wish it could, because it would have even been kind of a bit of alliteration. Why are you marveling, moron? But anyway, I can't add it in because you get into trouble when you do that. I will tell you the mystery of this woman. Let me tell you of the beast with the 7 heads and the 10 horns that carries her. The beast that you saw was and is not, and is about to rise from the bottomless pit and go to destruction. So this ends badly for Babylon. And the dwellers on earth whose names have not been written in the book of life from the foundation of the world will marvel to see the beast, because it was and is not and is to come. This is a warning to us. And then at the beginning of chapter 18, it says this, after this, I saw another angel coming down from heaven. He had great authority, and the earth was illuminated by his splendor. With a mighty voice, he shouted, fallen, fallen is Babylon the Great. See, this is a summation of everything that we've just seen in all the chapters. Babylon, Satan, the beast, all of evil, all injustice, everything that is anti-God, the banner under which life is lived outside of Christ. That city, the city of Babylon, as opposed to the New Jerusalem, is doomed. This doesn't end well. We need to see her for who she is. He continues, she has become a dwelling for demons and a haunt for every impure spirit, a haunt for every unclean bird, a haunt for every unclean and detestable animal. For all the nations have drunk the maddening wine of her adulteries. The kings of the earth committed adultery with her, and the merchants of earth grew rich from her excessive luxuries. So what do we do? Like, Christianity is hard. I've established that thick. Life is hard. Christianity is hard. Why? Because we're constantly being seduced by something that is incredibly attractive and really hard to say no to. So what do we do? Verse 4, chapter 18, then I heard another voice from heaven say, come out of her, my people. Do you remember when Jesus was called upon to come and heal his friend Lazarus? This popped into my brain as I read this verse. And when you're preparing a sermon, you don't ignore that. Now, my brain shoots, my wife will tell you, it shoots in any number of different ways. I prep a sermon in chunks. I can go like 25 minutes, then I need to go and do something for like 5 minutes, then I come back. So I'm all over the shop. But when something comes into my mind that just seems abstract from the Word of God, I kind of take a moment and go, I wonder there's something in that. And so I immediately thought about Lazarus. The one whom you love is sick. That's what Jesus was told. The one whom you love is sick. Who is it that Jesus loves? His church. The one whom you love is sick. Come out of her, my people. And I just wonder whether or not you're sick this morning. Not in that classic, I'm not feeling well kind of way, but that you're just so entwined. Don't share in her sin, lest you take part in her sins. lest you share in her plagues. For her sins are heaped high as heaven, and God has remembered her iniquities. The one whom you love is sick. Now, the end of that story is amazing. It actually ties in to Revelation, because Jesus, we know, comes and raises Lazarus from the dead, because he's not just sick, he's dead. And Jesus calls him out. And I wonder whether there's that moment this morning where Jesus is walking past, and forgive me for stretching this analogy too much, but your grave, your sickness, your drift, your taking part in her sins, your intrigue, your attraction, whatever it might be, you're drifting away towards Babylon. He's walking in, because we know that in Revelation at the beginning, he says, I'm among you. He's here, he's present. And just before he goes to the cross, it says he looks into the temple and sees all the money changers, and he makes a plan. I'm going to turn some tables over, because my house is a house of prayer. So I wonder whether he looks at you and me and he says, you know, the one whom I love is sick. Babylon is insatiable. But God is so powerful. There is no amount of sin that stops us being forgiven. There's no amount of shame or guilt or action or words that you've said or attraction that you're involved in or cyclical sin that you are caught in that stops Jesus from bringing health and healing and life to the full. Come out of her, my people. Don't have anything to do with her. Live life in a different way. Live like you're actually a kingdom citizen. See, Babylon is all about I need more, I need more, I need more. Christianity, the kingdom of God, the life of a Jesus follower is I give more, I give more, I give more. Physically, by our time, in our money, in our love, in our generosity, in radical holiness, in our, I'm not going to be involved in that, because radical holiness is often really meaning radical rejection. I reject that way of living. I reject that way of seeing life. I reject that view of sexuality. I reject that view of ambition and success. What I'm doing is I'm actually making Jesus my center. Come out of them, Jesus says. Live differently. Because the core of Christianity is that Jesus came to transform us from the kingdom of Babylon to the kingdom of the New Jerusalem, which we're going to hear more about in the next couple of weeks. Your citizenship changes. Now, I'm sure, like me, there's a few of you in the room who've got a dual citizenship. I am British, hence the accent. And I'm also Canadian, hence not the accent. But a deep love and pride for Canada. Love Canada. But Jesus comes and he looks at the citizenship of Babylon and says, you are no longer need to be here. You can now come and be in the kingdom of light, the kingdom of New Jerusalem. You can be completely washed clean. You can start again. There's this renewal, this restoration, if you will, a creation of a new heart, as we heard at the beginning as well. As this idea that Jesus comes and makes the old gone, the new come, is the transfer. It's a new citizenship from Babylon to the kingdom of Christ, the New Jerusalem. That darkness has no hold over you anymore. But evil can attach itself to you. You get washed. It might be that your life is falling apart. You know that you are sick. You may even feel like you're beyond the grave. But in his grace, he says, hey, come out. He speaks life. It's a different citizenship on offer, a new life and a new beginning and a new story. You don't have to live this way. I'm going to empower you to live differently. Yeah, you're going to be looked upon as being strange and weird, but you're going to be strange and weird in the new kingdom. Matthew 28, come to me, Jesus says, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Oh, rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I'm gentle and I'm humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. all the time, the prostitute of Babylon goes, no, you can find it over here. Do you know one of the most miserable people on the planet is a Christian who has been redeemed, restored, new life, become a Christian. And you know that experience is true. You know that you know that you know that something happened and your life was changed. We'd call it conversion. The old is gone, the new has come. But then you drift towards the thinking and the way of Babylon. That is a very miserable place to be because you know better. More than that, you feel worse than you would if you were oblivious. Does that make sense? You just feel rotten because you know, I don't belong here. I've said to my kids so many times that when they feel bad about doing something that they shouldn't have done, I'm like, well, that's good because that's a sign of the Spirit of God living in you. Because if He wasn't living in you, you wouldn't feel guilty and convicted in the way that you do. So rejoice that you feel so rotten. And I'm giving you that gift this morning. If you're feeling convicted and you're like, oh, man, I know it's miserable. I feel sick being here. That's good news because God in His grace through His Spirit is calling you. Come out. Come to me. One of my favorite stories that I was kind of really overlooked, I believe, in media. I think they should be making films of this thing. CBS reports in August 2012 in Iceland, near the Eldja Canyon, in the country's southern volcanic region, a sightseeing coach bus turns up. And true to form, as with most sightseeing trips, all the people file off the bus, and then they go and they have somebody who points out all the amazing things. And I really want to go to Iceland one day. It just looks like a stunning country. And so this group are enjoying all the sightseeing, and it's great. Apart from one woman decides to break off from the group, go off by herself, and she gets changed because she's just taking advantage of the moment, I guess, to get changed. So she breaks away from her tourist group and changes her clothes. When she returns to the bus along with the rest of the group in a different outfit, the rest of her tour group did not recognize her. And so there was a missing person alarm raised. So much so that they spent the next 12 hours, all the authorities in the area, looking for this woman, this description that this woman didn't even recognize about herself. There wasn't any part of her go, hang on a second, yeah, I was wearing that, and now I'm wearing that. Oh, I think that might be me. No. So this lady literally spent 12 hours looking for herself. Even to the point where they were close to getting out the helicopter. You can read about this. You can Google it. When she returned to the bus, oh, sorry, I've already read that. So she assisted all these other people in searching for her. 12 hours later, the discovery was found, and they found her. What a shock. This is a quote from the police chief. The police chief, Svein K. Runarsson, in... This is a quote. The woman simply didn't recognize the description of herself and had no idea she was missing. I just wonder whether we could say that, or you could say that about you. Christian, my lovely Christian friend. I simply don't recognize the description of myself. I read what I should be living like, and I don't recognize it in here. I had no idea that I would be missing this long. Isn't that a powerful statement? Come to me. See, repentance is leaving the direction you're going in and going in the opposite. Repentance is, oh Lord, forgive me for me messing up once again. Step one. Step two is making the steps to go in the opposite direction. That's repentance. It's following the burning bush. It's going over. It's changing direction. I'm not going this way. I'm going this way. The cry of the heart of King David after he'd manufactured a scenario that meant a husband was killed so that David could be with his wife, cries out in Psalm 51, create in me a pure heart, O God, renew a steadfast spirit within me. Do not cast me from your presence or take your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of my salvation and grant me a willing spirit to sustain me. This is David crying out that God would give him the ability to live in the way that would enable and continue this restoration, renewal, and creation. So maybe this is you. You just don't recognize yourself anymore because you're so entrenched in the teachings of the Babylonian prostitute. And Jesus, still in his grace and his patience and his mercy, says, come out. Create in me a clean heart. So friends, I'm going to finish by reading the same verses that Andre read to us right at the beginning. Because this gives me so much hope. Christianity is hard. But God in his grace and his love continues to give me sustenance, creation, renewal, restoration, filling of his Spirit, so we can keep living the hard life in a hard culture. It says this. I'm going to read it and pray it over you as a blessing to you this morning as we come to worship. Maybe close your eyes. Just listen to the words as I read them to you from Psalm 1. And maybe even now you're starting that prayer. God, I don't even recognize myself. Forgive me. Give me the power to go in the opposite direction. Enable me to resist this Babylonian spirit. Blessed is the man or woman who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. But their delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law they meditate day and night. They are like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither. In all that they do, they prosper. The wicked are not so, but are like chaff that the wind drives away. Therefore, this is revelation, the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. Thank you, Lord. Lord, as we read these passages, they're just so full of blessing, so full of promise. We could be planted by streams of life water that constantly bears fruit in our lives, Lord. We see this promise. We thank you, Jesus, that by your death and by your resurrection, that my sin, the wrath that it so rightly deserves, was taken by you, Jesus. And you give me new life. You created a new heart in me. Some days I just don't recognize myself. Some days I need your help, Lord, because Babylon is just so attractive. So, Lord, I pray in Jesus' name that you would forgive me. Forgive me, Lord Jesus. And Lord, I pray that once again, that you would create in me a clean heart. That, Lord, you would renew a steadfast spirit within me. Lord, I plead that you would not cast me from your presence or take your Holy Spirit from me. But, Lord, you would restore to me the joy of my salvation and grant me, Lord, the empowering that I need to resist. That, Lord, you would sustain me. And Lord, I pray that as we worship now together as church family, that God, we would do knowing that God, that you have won the victory, that you win, that Lord, you are the one that gives us everything we need that pertains to life and godliness. That God, we're helpless, and that's a good thing. Let's stand together. Let's worship him. And as we worship, it might be a moment of continued confession, but know that there's forgiveness. Today is the day of salvation. We believe and trust that he is a powerful God that continues to change lives. And let's sing like we believe that, church. Let's sing this out in Jesus' name. Amen.